On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 23. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mills now. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Well, now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Herbert now. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. It's Ekeler again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A man from just north of here in Spring, Texas, it's Isaiah Spiller. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play fake, Mills. Open man is Howard, the tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mills. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Khalil Mack had just 6 sacks in 7 games in 2021 due to a foot injury. Now he's in Los Angeles with the Chargers, and they believe they have themselves the best 1-2 combo in football, with he and Joey Bosa coming off the edge.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Ekeler to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown, Chargers. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action now, Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Quick throw to Collins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here comes Carter. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert off of play action. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Running on first down, Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches and 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hope he continues improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers' big play threat.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Going for it with Pierce.
3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Eckler now between the tackles. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle with Eckler. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mills now from the 50.
He's got Akins, the tight end.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mills to throw it.
It's caught by OBJ.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mills to the air again. That's complete to Pierce. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. Forced out to his left.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On the return, Carter. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert now. Down left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Chargers have opened the lead up to 30.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he fires one incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Trying to find John Mechie.
And now it's second down.
Mills now.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Throwing, Mills.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
Taylor now returning it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he goes out right around the 39.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
A give. Eckler running to the right.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And the Jets have just scored to stretch their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Pierce now.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. On the give, this is Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler.
To about the 26 here.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12,
Mills. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, have a game, sir, why don't you? A sack earlier and an exclamation point here late in the game, and this one won by his side of the ball. They played so well, surprised he didn't get his 2nd sack.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The handoff, it's Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, 70 yards.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
155 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.